Hey everyone, if you just had a thyroidectomy, here are some tips for your first week to make your recovery a bit easier. Trust me, I've been there. First one, soft food. Just stick to soup, yogurt, porridge, scrambled eggs, smoothies for the first 5 days because your throat is healing and soft food makes swallowing so much easier. So avoid anything that's crunchy like crisps or fizzy, too sweet, salty or spicy. It's a no-no for the first few weeks, I would say. Second one, stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water. I know it's not easy because of the swallowing and you might probably be running a lot to the toilet, but staying hydrated helps prevent dizziness and keeps your blood pressure stable. And not just that, it helps soften your stool and prevent constipation too. And that leads me to the third point, which is preventing constipation. After surgery, and especially when you're barely eating, you might not need the toilet for number two. That feels okay at first, but until the day you actually have to go, it becomes a big problem. So try to take things that will help you, keep your stool soft. For me, I used to use Brunt flakes. They were my bestie for every breakfast since my surgery. I was also using senna leaves with my coffee. I would just add few leaves to my coffee in the morning. But please make sure that you're not allergic to any of these and it's safe for you to take. In the meantime, doctors do prescribe drinks for this, but honestly I couldn't handle the taste, so I stuck to what worked for me. Tip number 4, try to sleep sitting up if you can. Use a lot of pillows to support your neck and your back. It's very uncomfortable, but it really helps your neck heal. This position reduces swelling, relieves pressure from your neck, and makes it easier to breathe and swallow while you're sleeping. It also helps you get out of the bed more easily. While lying flat can pull on the incision, make your neck feel tight and increase swelling. I had about 5 pillows and a travel pillow. I didn't have a wedge pillow, which was unfortunate because I found out later about it and it was too late because it would have definitely helped a lot. But definitely get one if you're planning for surgery. Sleeping upright is very, very uncomfortable, and honestly, I did wish I could stay longer in the hospital because their beds go up and down, but at home, a good pillow setup can still do the job. Tip number 5, showers. You can definitely have a shower, just give it about 2 days after your surgery. For the first days, just use wipes because the incision is fresh and sensitive. When you do shower, don't touch the incision, just let the water run over it gently and don't point the shower head directly at it. And after shower, just try to wipe it with a clean towel. You would definitely feel some pain, but it is manageable. If you have long hair, definitely get someone to help you. You won't be able to move your neck much, and raising your arms is almost impossible. So washing your hair really becomes a two-person job. Try to use gentle organic shower gels and shampoos and make sure nothing stays around the incision. Rinse everything very well with clean water. And obviously, avoid baths, swimming, hot showers, saunas, anything that can soak the incision or increase swelling. Tip number 6. Wear comfortable clothes, especially things that don't touch your incision. Button-up and V-neck clothes are the best because you don't really have to pull anything over your head and nothing rubs against the incision. Trust me, the last thing you want is fabric touching the area in the first few weeks. Tip number 7, scar care after surgery. It really depends on your type of skin and how your incision was closed, whether glued or stitched or stapled. So the first 6 weeks is really important. It's best to avoid any creams or lotions, exfoliants, retinols, any harsh ointments because the skin is very fresh and sensitive. Personally, when I removed the surgical strip in week 3, I had mine glued. I just let my incision air out, and I used to use silicone tape to protect the incision from sunlight and from heat. I gently used a tiny drop of argan oil. I used to massage my neck very nicely and gently with that drop of argan oil, and it worked magic. And about 3 months after my surgery, once my incision was fully healed, I started using silicone scar gel. I'm not sure if it made any difference because I'm still using it till today, but definitely before you buy anything or after you buy it, always do a skin patch test to make sure you're not allergic to any of the ingredients in the ointment or the gel. But definitely check with your doctors or your surgeon if you're unsure, because it really depends on your skin type and the surgery. I know it's tempting to obsess over the scar in the early weeks, but just take a good care of it and be gentle with it from the beginning and be patient as well, because it makes a big difference for long-term healing. Tip number 8, gentle exercise. Make sure to exercise, not cardio or lifting weights. We're still far from that at this point of recovery. But by exercise, I mean 2 things. First one would be neck exercises. So after the surgery, you won't really be moving your head around much because of the pain. So your neck can feel stiff or blocked. About a week after your surgery, try gently moving your head, tilting, turning left and right, or up and down, uh, but don't force anything or push through pain. Small and gentle movements are more than enough. Second, moving your body. Take short walks because they're great. Even if you can't go far, that's fine. Because physical activity can really help your recovery. In the beginning, I was only able to walk for 5 minutes in total, but it gradually then increased. Tip number 9, take plenty of rest. Just rest as much as you can. Your body is going through a huge adjustment from being overactive, hyper, and producing a lot of hormones to suddenly having none because the thyroid is gone and replaced with a synthetic one. So don't really feel guilty about resting or watching TV the whole day or reading or, I don't know, doing anything that doesn't require you to tilt your head too much. Just enjoy that time off. It's really deserved. Tip number 10, and this is the most important one, take your levothyroxine constantly and on time. It's very important that we take it at the same time every day. So for me, I set an alarm at 5 a.m., I take my medication and I go back to sleep. So when I wake up, I can just eat straight away because that's what I usually do. You want to take it on an empty stomach and wait at least an hour before eating because food can reduce how well the body will absorb it. So getting the timing right helps keep your hormone levels stable and makes your recovery smoother. So those were my top tips for the first weeks after my surgery. But this is just the beginning of my journey, and I'll be sharing more about my hyperthyroidism and how I'm managing hypothyroidism and what is life like after thyroidectomy. I'd love to hear from you too, so please share your tips in the comments so we can help other people going through the same journey and we can support each other. If you want to follow the rest of my journey and get more tips, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. You won't want to miss what's coming next. It's going to be real, honest, and helpful for anyone going through the same thing. See you in the next video.